they just came in my life at the right time, 1991. And for you to do what you do, like I said, 32 years old, 14 years ago, hey, you want that. I just say the same thing. I want to be happy. I don't give a damn about anything. I'd rather be broke than be unhappy. So it'd be honest. But Pearl Jam's a big part of my life. I think certain people that has really integrated into my life. You know, you got Darren Will, you got certain people, like I said, there, say Brian, that's really been an integral part. Jerry Buss, yes, bless his soul. Jeannie Buss, bless her heart. Phil Jackson, Chuck Daly, James Rich. Those 4 men right there. I can say his dad too, but you know, make it a whole team, right?
Yeah, you got a basketball team now.
Make it a whole team, basketball team, right?
Yeah.
Well, you just pick certain people in your life, like as you said, you met this monk, and I met people like that. Like I said, there's 4 or 5 people right there. I mean, literally right there. They actually changed my life in such a different way. I always say, if you put this in a blender, you have a great human being. Because they got different things. Change the seasons, change your mind, change the way you think. But guess what? They still they go on that same path. You know, and always be right. But you know what they're talking about. You know what they're trying to get you to get into and try to live your life in this certain way. And like I said, I love listening to people that has more than me, mentally wise.
Me too.
Mentally wise. You know, you give me $100 million, $1 trillion, I don't care about that. You know, I would be around somebody that's happy as hell. And this has a clairvoyancy about how to live life to the day, you know, 15, 20, 25 years down the road. You know, I want to get to that happiness, that happy place. You know, obviously, you know, I was happy playing basketball. I was happy as a retirement person, as I'm doing now, retired. But it's still, man, there's something still missing for me.
Yeah.
Something still missing, man. You know, like I said, I've been a lot of things in my life could have changed my world completely. I could have died many times in the last 15 years. It has nothing to do with drugs. Maybe alcohol, but not drugs. Drug is alcohol too, but as far as like many times I could have been, damn. And I look at this all the time, man. You know, I just see death, man. Like, for me, it's a happiness, it's a blessing. You know, I'm afraid of living. That's the key. I'm afraid of living. I'm afraid to live. Maybe that's why I keep pushing those damn buttons all the time.
But there's a message in that. Because if you're still here, having nearly had all those opportunities to die in the last 15 years, there's still an experience here for you that is waiting for you, that is calling you, that's pulling you to it. And in my opinion, it's an internal experience because, you know, whatever my opinion's worth, I really feel that external experiences and internal experiences, external ones are tangible, they're gross, you feel them, but the internal experiences take some time and because they're harder to see and we're not trained to see them, we can miss them sometimes.
Right. You know, I see things on TV. He's going to laugh when I say this one. I was just saying straight out. Joe Osteen, I'm just going to have to say this now, man. Excuse me. I don't know. How happy can you get? I mean, how happy can you get? Yeah. And he's like, seemed like the most happiest creature on this planet. I mean, when he started speaking, oh, I can do this. I'm like, oh my God, right? Right? I'm like, damn. I'm like, how happy can you get? Is anyone in the world that damn happy?
It depends how you...
I'm speaking to all your people out there. Is anyone out there that's that damn happy that you have no trials and tribulations, that you need no help? Are you that damn happy every day?
That would be if you define happiness as being free of trials, which is not true.
Not true.
And happiness not needing any help, which is not true.
That's not true.
How do you define happiness?
I have to play this. You know, I try to spell it in different languages. I try to put it in backwards. I try to put it angrily. You know, so I try to put it every different way. But you know, damn, for some reason it comes back to the damn. Why are you trying to get there, Dennis? Why are you trying to get to this happy place? I don't know. Disneyland said the same thing. It's the happiest place on earth.
It's pretty close.
It's the happiest place on earth. When you leave, you're miserable as hell. So it's like, okay, great. So I've been trying to look for happiness for a long time. And I got keys. I got keys in my pocket. Some things work. and some keys don't.
Absolutely.
So basically, I do have a key to open a door for my kids' life. I do have keys to open the door for people that need me. But I don't have a key to open the door to keep me, together. Wow. I don't. But it's around me. It's around me, man. Like I said, everyone needs help. I need help every day.
Yeah, we all do.
We need help every day, man.
We all do. Yeah.
Like I said, one of these days I'm going to sit down with my kids and have them tell me what's up.
I think that's a great idea.
Sit down, because a lot of people don't sit down with their kids and say, how you doing? What's up? Da-da-da. No. Okay, great. But I'm going to ask my kids to sit down, maybe in an interview, feel.
They can be one of the 20 people.
One of the 20 people. I'm going to hear what they have to say. But I'm saying, in general, I would love to ask them on TV so people can see what I've been saying here on TVs and get my reaction.
I love that.
Why I won't do this. Why I won't take time out to express how much I love you so much. But I'm so afraid of the fact that if you tell me no, I hate you, Dad, I'm going to reject you. That's my only fear with that. So if you tell me something like that, I'll probably do something really bad. Speaking wise.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. But I would love my kids to sit down and ask me 3 questions about my life and about them. 3 questions. That's it.
Yeah.
So I want people to see what I've been saying for so many years and watch me see in my kids' eyes the pain they go through.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that the way I'm hearing it from you is very sincere. Like the way I'm hearing it from you is like, you really want to learn. You really want to grow. Like I'm not hearing it from and I'm hoping that if your kids hear it in that tone, then their initial reaction may be what you think it may be. But after that, I think sincerity of intention, the way you're living, this sincerity and genuineness of just wanting to know, I think that will help them actually tell you the truth. I think that will actually make them go beyond what you think they're going to say and actually give you an opportunity to hear from them because of the way you're asking it.
Yeah, when I asked it, I think that people don't understand that it takes a lot of heart to break down to someone.
Oh, 100%. That takes the biggest courage.
That's the biggest courage right there, to just let someone break you down for a day. Let them break you down for a day. Let me see you. Let me see to you. Let me see. Open up to me. Open up to me. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to cry. It's okay to have this pain. It's okay. And whenever I do get emotional, I love being happy afterwards because I think I'm just cleansing, that day of just misery and pain.
Yeah.
And when I get emotional, I love it. I just start smiling. I start smiling when I do that. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure these 3 guys right here, these 2 guys right here, they left right there. Yeah. Pretty sure had a bet I'm gonna get emotional today. So I'd be quick.
Yeah.
But this is a good format for me. And people around the world understand how I am in life. You had Kobe, you had all the great people in the world on the show. A lot of people like Kobe, Tiger, or whoever you had on your show here. A lot of people try to outsmart people and try to outsmart themselves instead of looking in deep and say, you know what, man, I do have the ability to show a little light to the world. And like I said, it just took 41 years of somebody's life to realize how you stop the world like that quick. And that was insane. That's what said stop the world. And that's powerful. That's powerful. So I think this is going to be a good thing for people to see me when I, leave here today, go to Miami and stuff like that. Yeah. But the way you're going to probably express it afterwards and stuff like that.
So I think what I really appreciate, and I think we're living in a time now where what you just said, like, you sell yourself short when you outsmart yourself, and you sell other people short when you outsmart yourself. And people can tell when you're kind of outsmarting yourself.
Right.
So when you kind of put all that smarts out the way and you just go, I'm just going to be, and I'm just going to talk as if you're literally, I feel right now, I'm hearing your thoughts. You're not filtering them to me.
No.
You're not checking them. You're not like, oh, I can't say this. You're not like, oh, I should cut this out. Like, you're not filtering them. And I think people like hearing an unfiltered thought process because that's what it sounds like to be in any of our heads. Right. And so, and that's the same with me in this conversation that we're having. I'm also asking you my most unfiltered question.
Right.
Because I'm just like, okay, we're going unfiltered. I'm unfiltered too. Like that's where we got to go. So my next question or next thought that I have is, out of all the experiences you had, what was the one that was crazy for you and that was surprising for you? Which one of your ventures or experiences that you took was the most surprising to yourself, not just to the world? The one that you think was the most extreme, the most crazy. And it could have been me and Kim Jong-un, but it could be anything.
Right. What's extreme? I think
the thing that you did that surprised yourself, that you were like, wow, I can't believe I did this. Like, you know, because people think that of you.
Well, I think the most surprising thing, I think a lot of people play this video more than anything for me. I think the fact that people saw an innocent guy come from Oklahoma and he let the most simple thing in the world touch him. And that video is so powerful. Just that video alone. It's when I was in the NBA and they say you won the defensive player of the year. That wasn't even no money. That was something like that for me to sit there and show the world how much emotional that I felt, the fact that these people gave me an opportunity and I'm not trying to fail these guys. And thank you for letting me be myself. Thank you guys. Thank you. And that wasn't about no money. It was just the fact that I got so emotional because I worked myself to do what I got to do. No, because I could have went to jail. I could have been a drug dealer. I could have did so many negative things in my life. But for some damn reason, somebody's got a hand on my damn shoulder every day. When I leave here, somebody's going to have a hand on my shoulder. So, and I just praise it all the time. I say, thank you. When I go home all the time, I say, thank you for letting me live, man. You know, I'm not playing no gods and anything like that. I'm just whoever's around. Thank you for letting me live another day. Simple.
And have you explored that a little bit, like in terms of like looked into like what you think is there for you, what's supporting you, like, because obviously that's very rare and special for you to feel that and experience that as extremely as you have. And you've always had a big heart. Like you've always had you're known as someone who has this immensely big heart. Where does that come from? Tell me where that.
I have that right there. I don't think I've ever expressed that. Why do I have this heart that that's totally so big to people, and the same sense is so bad to people. The same sense, same damn category. It's like, damn, I got this heart that's so damn big, but damn, over here I'm so bad. You know, it's like, and it reminds me of something that was cool, man. It reminds me of something that's cool. I think it's only been one man that's walked on this planet Earth. One man on this planet Earth. I don't think it was Jesus. I think it was Moses. And he went and parted the Red Sea. And he told, if you guys want to join me, come on, everybody's invited. Good or the bad or ugly, come on, everyone's invited. And he didn't say anything. He said, my hands and my heart is open for everybody. And then he came down and gave you the 10 Commandments. Until this day, do you realize those 10 Commandments? People do not even abide by those 10 Commandments. And that's a set of rules right there. We always try to teach our kids to try to be, contained in certain things in life. But if you look at the 10 Commandments, you look at this, just read them. If you ask anybody in the world, do you know the 10 Commandments? He said, what is that? What is it? I don't know, man. What is it? If you ask anybody what is the 10 Commandments, he can name all 10 Commandments. They say no.
That's a good point.
Seriously, they will say no. Matter of fact, have you seen a Bible? What does the Bible say to us? Kids don't know that.
When did you get exposed to 10 Commandments in the Bible for you?
Oh, 10 Commandments. I've been exposed to that since I was like, my God, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. I went to church 3 times a day, 3 days a week, But it's just funny how when Moses said, I'm going to part the Red Sea, I would like to see somebody do that today. Somebody do that today. Part something that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
And I told you, I said, I've seen Tiger Woods do that last show for the Masters. Was that last show Masters? When he won the Masters? And everybody on the planet Earth, thousands of people were following him. You thought that was Black Jesus or Black Moses or God. And I've never seen them in the history of, since I've been living on this earth. They see one human being captivate the world in a happy way, even though he did a lot of crazy things, sexual, marital, kids, stuff like that. He turned it all around in one damn day. And people loved his ass. And all he did was curse something. That's all he did. But you saw people crying. You saw people laughing. You saw people doing one. That's what I'm saying. That's how powerful certain people in the world can do. That's how powerful people's minds can be. Just like that. If you think in a good light, sometimes, good love would happen to you. Your life will have a lot more shining than it does, a lot more meaning. So I just like looking at things like that really profound me, to keep me alive, keep me focused, keep me in a good light. So,
are you that kind of person? Like, are you someone who looks back and thinks, I wish I could have done it differently? Or are you someone who thinks, I'm looking for a moment where I can kind of cleanse and let go now? Like, are you someone who looks forward or looks backwards? And what helps you push forward?
I look at a lot of things, backwards to forward. I was looking at things the other day. I said, wow, that Kim Jong-un thing was really big, right? And it was really bad too.
Tell us about that.
Well, that's funny, huh? It was big. Then it became really bad. Then it became big again. That's the things I'm talking about right there. Right there. I'm one of the few people on this planet that can have that type of, say, power. One of the few people in the world. I can't do this right here. This is your thing, But I do things out there because now I'm trying to tell these guys, I say, hey, there is no way in the hell I can go out there and try to do this right here and people believe me at all.
Yeah, we all have different superpowers.
Right, I'm just saying, for me now, since I've been able to do these certain things around the country, people are looking for the next big thing from me. That next big thing from me. And I said to people, I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to tell you something. You want to see another powerful man come to America? You want to see another powerful man? I mean, a powerful man, and watch people in America would literally globally watch him. I would say Kim Jong-un, if he came to America, even though people say he's bad, he kills people, I haven't seen that. I've seen the country, but I've never seen that.
What did you see when?
He's treating me very well and stuff like that. But I try to put it in perspective. I said, this is the 21st century, man. You can't keep having a hatred every damn day. I mean, it don't go that far. I mean, we want to see some happiness in the world. I mean, some big things around the world. We want to see Kim Jong-un. Hey, man, come to my country. I'd love you guys to come to my country. Hey, let's go to, South Korea. Oh, okay, great. President Moon. Oh, okay, great. Let's go over to Russia and get that guy a chance. Let's go over here to Tibet. Let's get this guy a chance. So, that's what I like right there, because either way, you go around this neighborhood, there's different cultures living with each other, man. Different cultures, just like your culture. I'm here talking to you. I love talking to you like this.
Me too.
I love this right here all day long. So, but I think that, people is looking for me to do the next big thing in 2020, and it's going to happen. I don't know when, how, but it's going to happen in 2020 for me.
Okay, man.
I see that.
We're looking forward to it.
I see that.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, it's not going to be about the money.
Yeah.
When I went to North Korea, I never got paid.
Yeah.
Never got paid doing that. So, but.
What was your happiest, you said basketball made you very happy. What was your happiest moment in basketball? Your happiest memory from that time?
My daughter came and saw me play when I was 33, 34 years old. She saw my first game ever. And she was like 9 or 10. I had a triple-double that day. I had 13 points, 22 rebounds, and 10 assists. And I was like, wow. That was a happy moment. She was over there cheering. And that's the only one of my kids that's ever seen me play basketball.
Oh, wow.
She's the only one.
Wow.
So, Speaking of kids, change gears on that right there.
Yeah, sure.
The happiest moment in my life, I mean, one of the few that happened, I was in Palm Springs. And these 3 kids, I'm walking in the store, these 3 kids are running around with a camera phone, running around. I'm like, what's wrong with these kids? But they just kept running around. And the one kid said, hey, can I ask you a question? I said, what is that? He said, is this you? I said, yeah, that's kind of cool, huh? That made me feel good as hell right there. That made me feel good as hell for that day. Because this kid went out of his way to just to let me know, is this you?
He didn't ask for anything.
He didn't ask for nothing. He said, is this you? And he just happy as a clown. And I threw it back. I said, damn, I used to be that happy without a phone. But I'm like, he went out of his way to ask me, is that you?
Yeah.
And that's kind of make you feel good because this kid, probably 8, 9 years old, have no clue where the hell I am, but he went out his way to go check me up and check me out and say, is this you? I said, yes. I said, great. I said, yes.
I still got it.
I said, yes.
Yeah.
So those little things like that makes me happy. I mean, those right there. So I think if people get anything out of this podcast here, I think they'll get a good revelation, the fact that I don't try to get too deep in a lot of stuff. I love simple things in the world. I love to live my life simple. I love to say simple things. And I always say, the most simplest things make you happy. The most simplest things in the world make you money. The most obvious things in the world, that's the problem. To me, the most obvious thing, you can do anything in the world, the most obvious things. Because a lot of people can't make money. A lot of people can't make money.
Because
you play this, you can go sit there and try it, but a lot of people can't make money. And that's a big process to that. Money. You know, when you got Amazon, a guy go in his damn garage or house and wrote a damn book, and he's worth about $250 billion off of books. Please help me out. I mean, this guy's worth $250 billion off of books.
And a bunch of others.
I'm just saying, it makes no damn sense. The simple thing in the world. And these books are all about us in the world. He sold, pretty much I sold to the world so people can understand us. Wow. I'm just saying, off of books. Went from books to everything else. And it's funny though, man, you know, other people say, oh my God, he wrote his wife a $40 billion check and didn't care.
I like what you said about the simple things.
It's the simple things.
I get that.
Simple things, man.
What was it about, what has it been for you in relationships and dating? What are the simple things there that were?
God, it's dating.
Let's go there.
We all got that problem, right? We all got that problem.
Dating's tough, and it's got tougher now with technology.
And I say this with a great admiration to my community, the gay community. And they've been a great supporter of me. You know, they asked me in 1983, they said, Dennis, if you came out and said that you was gay, I said, you know what, I've probably been the most happiest guy in the NBA. Damn, huh? Damn. Wow. And people don't even get that part, you know? And people look at me in that light. We've been talking the whole time about this light, stuff like that. If I would have said that I was gay, which I'm not gay, sorry, but my gay community supported me when I was dressed in women's clothes and doing drag shows and going to dress, stuff like that, I would probably have been the happiest guy in the world in the NBA. Happiest guy in the world. Just because the community that I love the most is the gay community. They don't show no filter about anything. They love living life. They love living life. So it's funny though. People say, oh, he's gay. So whatever. You know, people expect me to be gay. People expect me to do all these things in the world, man. All these things in the world. All of them.
Just because you expressed yourself.
You express myself.
You expressed yourself, which gave everyone permission to express themselves.
I gave people permission years ago, 1993, 94, 95, in San Antonio, to understand this guy, Dennis Rodman. Because back then, I wasn't even acting out. I was just more like just showing this the real Dennis Rodman, the life of Dennis Rodman, stuff like that. And people started to gravitate that around the world. Live it around the world. And now today, that's what we talked about. What is the big things you want to do in your life? I've done it. I've created an image in the sports world that people are praising. The tattoos, independency, you can say what you want to say, but don't hurt nobody. Do everything in the world in sports. I've done everything in the world in sports that people didn't think I can do. But everybody's taking credit for it, which I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who takes credit, as long as everybody's happy. And I do get pissed off at professional athletes. So are you guys going to understand what I'm saying? You make all this damn money, and you're making $40, $50, $60 million. But for some reason, you ain't helping a soul around the world. And I'm saying this to every athlete on the planet. And I wrote a book and saying something. This whole thing I'm just saying now. I said, what's the one thing about the playing sports in the NBA, playing basketball in the NBA? I said, 50% is money and 50% sex. Just like that. And it's true. So nothing bad about that. That's what life is all about, especially in the sports world. Well, for athletes in the world, the Super Bowl, All-Star game, stuff like that. I get mad, man, at this stuff. I don't care how much money they made. But it's not like they're trying to give back. Like LeBron, Kobe, stuff like that. They give us a lot of
give back. Yeah.
They give back. But people that's making all that money, man, $40, $50 million a year, to hear you complain about what? Complain about what? Oh, I don't want to be with this person. I don't want to play with this team. I don't give a damn. Because you forgot who you were now. You forgot who you were now. You came in here when you got drafted. Anyone got drafted, you was all emotional and I'm in the NBA. Now you're making $50 million. Oh, screw this guy. Really? Wait a minute, what happened to that guy? What happened to all this that human side of us? What happened to it? It's gone. That's why I said the world, life is moving so damn fast.
Have you ever said this to some of the players or people that you know?
They're going to hear it now.
Yeah.
They're going to hear it now.
Yeah.
You like it or not, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, these are things when you go around the board and try to explain to people that live out there and understand life in general, just life in general. So your soul is probably in a great place after 14 years. Your soul is probably right there where a lot of people needs to be. At 58 years old, going on 59, I need to try to get on that path, to try to have some type of happy, fine line about Dennis Rodman. I've been going around the board by talking about this person, these people, how I am, stuff like that. But I'm out here trying to reach, trying to find which door is open for me to go in and to say, hey,
Yeah.
So, but for me to keep talking about it over and over, you know,
get that, man.
I mean, I just can't. It's kind of hard sometimes because, you know, I'm sitting here, you know, repeating myself about the same thing, and it's like, but I'm just saying, but it's like, but you understand? People understand what I'm saying.
Absolutely,
people
man.
understand what I'm saying.
I mean, if I'm completely honest, this is what I said to you before that
Yeah.
when I'm speaking to you, because you're so unfiltered. When I'm hearing you talk, that's kind of like how everyone's mind sounds. Like our mind repeats stuff every single day. Our mind keeps the same story going on like a broken record for like, but it's like, that's how we process stuff. We process stuff when we sit with it, when we think about it, when we still ourselves. We process it when we let it. Most of us go, I can't think this. Same thought again because then I'm crazy. I can't say the same thing again because then I'm crazy. But actually you're not, because that's actually what it takes to really process something. So I respect that. I appreciate that. And I have nothing against that.
There's nothing against that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you want to take the word process, break that down. Break the process down for me.
The process of thinking?
No, I want to play this. Break down the word process.
The word process for me is a series of steps that help you get from A to B, whatever that A or B is for you. So for me, a thinking process is a process that helps you step by step break down your thoughts so that you're happy with your thoughts at the end of them, or you have a thought that is useful and insightful that you can do something with. That's what a process is to me personally.
For you, right?
Yeah.
As a 10-year-old, the same thing.
I think they'll say something different.
No. Why? As a 10-year-old, just one day, just as a 10-year-old, can you break down process?
Yeah.
The first thing you're gonna do, you're on the phone. Oh, process. They're gonna sit there and then break that down real quick to you. They're gonna say, "Oh, look at process. Oh, look, there it is. Oh, okay, great. It's a process of, I don't know, I'll say, well, okay, great. So basically, that's your process. But a 10-year-old, hey man, they got different process, right?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But you didn't get that at home. You said, you break down process.
That's just my thought process.
Give me a 10-year-old. Give me a 5-year-old. Give me one.
Yeah.
They don't sit there.